The purpose of this presentation is to provide an overview of the teacher incentive allotment in Bryan ISD. Bryan ISD is proud to offer a locally designed TIA designation system for our teachers. The purpose of the teacher incentive allotment, according to the House Bill 3 legislation, is to reward, retain, and recruit highly effective teachers to the classroom. There are 3 established levels of designation. The first is recognized, then exemplary, then master level designation. In total, TEA estimates that approximately 1/3 of the teachers in the state of Texas would qualify for one of these 3 designations. So what are the pathways to a designation? The first pathway is through national board certification. The second pathway is through a district-designed designation system. Each of these designations produces an allotment of funding that is released to the district for each teacher that holds a designation. For a recognized teacher, the allotment ranges anywhere from $3,000 to $9,000, exemplary $6,000 to $18,000, and a master's level designation $12,000 to $32,000. The amount of that allotment is based on the rural status of the campus as well as the socioeconomic makeup of the students served at that campus. In Bryan ISD, there are a wide range of allotment amounts depending on the campus where the designated teacher served. These allotment amounts are recalculated annually by TEA based on the composition of the student population. A few other facts about designations. First, the designation travels with the teacher. So if a teacher moves campuses, the designation follows the teacher. It's actually tied to the SBEC certificate for the teacher and will remain there for 5 years. A designation cannot be lowered, but it can be increased and improved. For example, if a teacher is initially designated as a recognized teacher, but then through the district designation system earns a score that warrants an exemplary designation, then the designation can be improved to an exemplary designation. Teachers can change their teaching assignment and still keep the designation. So what are the pathways in Bryan ISD for earning a designation? First and foremost, all teachers are eligible to earn a designation by obtaining a national board certification. That is available right now in Bryan ISD, as are the supports in order to obtain that certification. The district designation system was designed by the Strategic Planning Committee for the Teacher Incentive Allotment in Bryan ISD. And as we talk through this presentation, we're going to talk about 2 groups of teachers, Group A and Group B. Group A teachers will be in live data collection, meaning they will be submitting data to earn a designation. Group B teachers are in subjects and teaching assignments that don't currently have a growth measure that qualifies under the teacher incentive allotment. They will be piloting their student growth measure in the coming year. So let's talk through the district design designation system. When we talk about the district design system, there are typically 3 big questions. First, who can earn a designation? Second, how will we designate? And third, how and when will we compensate? Let's begin with the first 2 questions. Who can earn a designation and how will we designate? Beginning with the 2021-2022 school year, teachers in pre-kindergarten will be utilizing the circle assessment as a student growth measure. Teachers in grades K through 12 ELA, K through 8 mathematics, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, geometry, and 2 through 8 science will be using the MAP growth assessment by NWEA for their growth measure. These teachers are considered Group A. All teachers in Group A are in an eligible teaching assignment for the district designation system. All other teachers are considered Group B teachers. These teaching assignments require a student growth measure that is both reliable and valid. Those growth measures will be designed by teacher subcommittees and piloted during the 21-22 school year. So in reviewing the 3 big questions, the first, who can earn a designation? Eligible campuses and teaching assignments for the 2021-2022 school year include all of those teachers in Group A. All teachers in Group B will be expanded into the Teacher Incentive Allotment's district designation system in subsequent years, pending the successful pilot of their student growth measures. And question 2, how will we designate? The first piece of that question pertains to the student growth measures, as we've already discussed. The next piece pertains to the teacher evaluation system. The Texas Teacher Evaluation and Support System, or T-TESS, will be utilized as the required teacher evaluation component in the TIA system. Further, only data from domains 2 and 3 will be utilized for this designation system. T-TESS will comprise 40% of a teacher's overall TIA score. Further, no other components will be utilized in the district designation system beyond the student growth measure and the T-TESS scores from domains 2 and 3. So when we come back to our question, how will we designate? We're able to complete this section understanding that only domains 2 and 3 of T-TESS will be utilized. No other components will be integrated into the district designation system, and the weighting will be 40% T-TESS and 60% student growth. Now let's move on to our third question. How and when will we compensate? Given that the purpose of the statute is to reward, retain, and recruit highly effective teachers in classrooms, 90% of the allotment will be distributed directly to the teacher that earns the designation. This 90% will be less the TRS and benefit fees to ensure that this income becomes TRS eligible. 10% of the allotment will be reserved at the district level to provide for student growth measures, professional development, and the oversight of the TIA district designation system. So wrapping up the third question, 10% will be retained at the district level, but 90% will go directly to the designated teacher and will be TRS eligible. In calculating a teacher's overall TIA score, TEA has provided minimum performance averages for both T-TESS and student growth. In general, the minimum score for a recognized teacher for domains 2 and 3 is a 3.7. For an exemplary teacher, a 3.9, and a master level designation, a 4.5. For student growth measures, in general, the minimum score for a recognized teacher is that 55% of that teacher's students met or exceeded expected growth. For an exemplary teacher, 60%, and a master level teacher, 70%. The Bryan ISD district designation system does follow these calculations, but also includes the weighting of 40% for T-TESS and 60% for student growth. Let's take a look at a sample calculation. In this scenario, a teacher's dimension scores for domains 2 and 3 are averaged together and provide an overall T-TESS score of 4.13. Next, the teacher's student growth score is then converted on a scale score chart with 62% of the students in that teacher's class meeting or exceeding expected growth levels. The teacher has earned a score of a 4.05. Next, the T-TESS average is weighted at 40% and the student growth at 60%. Those two numbers are added together for an overall score of 4.08. The district has set clearly defined targets so a teacher knows what score is needed for each of the designation levels. In this scenario, an overall score of 4.08 would earn the designation of exemplary. Please note that these designation ranges are also aligned to the TEA minimum performance standards from the preceding slide. Once again, there are multiple pathways to earning a TIA designation in Bryan ISD. First, all teachers are eligible through the National Board Certification process. For the 2021-2022 school year, Group A teachers will be in live data collection. Group B teachers will be piloting student growth measures. Pending the successful outcome of those pilots, it is our hope to expand and in 2022-2023 include Group B teachers in live data collection for TIA designations. The Bryan ISD website provides a wealth of information pertaining to the teacher incentive allotment in Bryan ISD, as well as the parameters for the district design designation system. Additionally, if you have any questions, please email tia@bryanisd.org.